Hello everyone and welcome back to Studio Silly Luna. I am so excited to be bringing you guys this spooky choreo that is perfect for Halloween, which is coming up in just a few days, which is crazy by the way. This year's went by so quickly. But anyway, so we are dancing to Billie Eilish's song Copycat, which is spooky and creepy like most of her music, and it is such a fun vibe. So I'm really excited to be bringing this to you. It's something different than my usual choreo. But of course, all levels are welcome as always. So go ahead and grab some knee pads, grab your heels, and let's get started. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel, that way that you never miss a video from Studio Silly Luna. We are in the process of getting our membership site up, a site that's going to have plenty of content for you guys, so you don't want to miss it. So we actually start this combo on the ground, so go ahead and have a seat. We start in this really, I don't know, kind of classic position for a spooky combo, which is really hunched over and really like just kind of breathing. Yeah, we're kind of preparing ourselves for what's about to happen. Yeah, so I start with my hair a little bit in front of my face because we're going to flip it back. So we start with our head down, and I take my hands, and in this combo, in the music, you'll hear this dum, 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 kind of back beats, and we use that a lot in this combo. So my hands are just going 1, 2, and 3, 4 on my legs. So we go. We start like this, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. We're going to take our hands and just flip our hair up. And it's just when she starts singing, so we go 1, 2. Yes. From here, we're going to take our knees up, up. So 1, 2, pop, pop. Okay? So it's very sharp, sharp. Sharp, sharp. Yeah? Everything in this part's a little bit like ticky. Okay? So one more time. We start 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. Fingers 3, 4. Lift the hair up. We're going to go 1. So I'm going 1, 2. I'm really hunched over here. I'm just taking hand on top of my thigh. And then I'm going to go 3, 4. Yes. So I just do leg, leg, arm, arm. Okay? And it says push my buttons anytime. And that's kind of like, yeah, you can push my buttons anytime. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of attitude. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Very sharp. And then slow, slow. And I just take my hands a little bit behind my back so that I can really arch the back here, okay? Let's do all of that again. So we start down, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, fingers 3, 4, flip the hair up, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, out. Good, yes. From here, this is all very lyrical right here. So she says, put your finger on the trigger, but your trigger finger's mine. So from here, this is like our toy gun, by the way. It's like a water gun. So finger on, I grab my wrist with my other hand, so I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it. 1, 2, I pull it, I pull the trigger. As I pull the trigger, I pop my chest. Finger on, so finger on the trigger, but your. And on but your, I look and I take my little gun hand, look, front. Yes. Finger on the trigger, so I pop my chest, but your. From here, trigger, so we're going to take these little spirit hands, yeah? We're going to stand up so you can see all of this. So you go finger on the trigger, but your. Trigger, so jazz hands, trigger, fingers. I grab my hands in like a little clasp, and then we're going to head roll from there. Yes? So all of that is really quick. It goes finger on the trigger, but your trigger finger's mine. Yes. That part is really quick. And you'll see after this video, I'll have the full run through with music. I would maybe even pause this right now. Go watch that so you can see how quick it is and how lyrical it is, because it's all right on her lyrics, okay? I hope that's not so confusing. We'll do it a couple times to really get it in your body, okay? Okay, so we start on the ground. We start here with our fingers, okay? 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, fingers, 3, 4. Lift up, knee, knee, arm, arm, open, slow. From here, finger on the trigger, but your trigger fingers. From here, after we clap, we're gonna go around a head whip. As soon as we get to the back here, we're gonna take it across. And that's on a beat, yeah? So one leg is straight and one leg is bent, and I'm over that bent leg, okay? So, oh, also in these videos, you guys, I never say left and right because I know that you guys are mirroring me, that my image is mirrored, so I don't want to confuse you by saying right or left. So just mirror me, and even though you will be doing it opposite technically, you'll still be doing the same movements, so it's totally fine, okay? So we just did here. Finger on the trigger, but your trigger fingers, mine, here. I'm gonna finish this phrase. From here, we're gonna take our body around, put our hands behind our back, press. Yes, and that's just like in a little lifted kind of tabletop position. My head is thrown back, and I'm really pressing out of my hands, okay? Except you're facing the front. And that is on a beat, yeah? So this is on a beat, around and beat. Yes, it's so to that background music, okay? So that's a lot. Let's go through that twice, and then we will move on, okay? So we just did, actually let's go from here. So we did finger on the trigger, okay? You've got your finger on the trigger, but your trigger fingers, mine, ha. We go around. That's just like I'm just transferring to the other side, and I'm keeping my hands back. Boom. I'm going to take my hands behind me as I bend my legs, press. I'm going to get you out of this position. From here, you're going to go right, left, press up. As I press up, I'm doing my fingers again. We do this a lot in this choreo. Boom. And I'm coming up to standing. So 1, 2, press, 6, 7. Yes, amazing job, you guys. Okay, let's do all of that one more time before we go on, all right? So we start here, head down, pull your hair in front if you need to, and we start with our fingers. 5, 6, 7, and fingers, 2, and fingers, hair, knee, knee, arm, arm, open, slow, finger on the trigger, but your trigger fingers, mine, boom, around, arms back, and press. We're gonna go hand, hand. Press up. As we press up, fingers here. And we're just making it up to standing really slow. That part is slow, so take your time, okay? Do that one more time before we go on. You guys are doing such an amazing job. I know this choreo is a little bit more difficult than my last combos, but take a second to breathe. Remember that you can go back and do it as many times as you need to in order for it to feel really good in your body, okay? So, and have fun. It's Halloween. So we start from the top, head down. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. Lift the hair. Knee, knee, hand, hand. Open, slow. Finger on the trigger, but your trigger fingers, mine, boom. Around and back. Press. 1, 2. Slow, slow, slow. So good, you guys. So we just did here, here. This is on dirty water, poison, rain, shriek. When there's a shriek in the background, like someone screaming, we're gonna transfer over to this hip. So we come up on this side, we switch on this side. From here, it says perfect murder. So we're taking our hands like this, like perfect, like we're planning something. So perfect murder, we're taking our hands in this little sharp bend position and slicing our head down. Yes, so here I like to think more of like Harry Potter where there's the ghost and he he takes his head off and he greets people, headless Nick, right? So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not like actually thinking about my head falling to the ground, but you can take it as you will. I'm more of a cute Halloween person, maybe more of a creepy, scary Halloween person. That's totally fine. Just take that into consideration when you're building your character, okay? So we just did perfect, murder. As I go murder, I take my hands down, down, and my head goes 1, 2. Then it says take your aim. When it says take your aim, I'm grabbing something out to the side and my head is going all the way back, okay? So all of that looks like this. So right here we go 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. Perfect, murder. Take your aim from here. We're gonna take a round in this like wide leg plie. Boom, from here. Yes, so I'm just pressing my hands on my legs. Then I'm bending my knee into this classic heels position. I'm doing a slow head whip and I'm looking this way. And then on the chorus, it'll say by the way. We go boom, by the way. And that starts into the chorus, okay? So let's do all of that again, one more time. So we just did dirty water, poison, rain, shriek. Perfect, murder, take your aim. I don't belong to anyone, but everybody knows my name. Boom. And this is like as low as you can get in this little plie squat, okay? I'm really wide, my base is really stable, and my hands are wide because they're going to come up my legs really, really slowly, okay? So we just did head whip, 1, 2, 3, and out. 1, 2, 3. Because it says by the way, and that way is like so slow, okay? So we just did take your aim, ha. I don't belong to anyone. Here, really stable base, but everybody knows my name. I'm crossing my arms, ha. I'm looking there until it says, there's like a beat in the music before we go by the way. So I swoop, cross, look, by the way, and taking my hands up really slowly, okay? So let's do all of that from the top before we go on. So we start from the top with our head down, hair in front, if possible. From here we go 5, 6, 7, and beat. Fingers and beat. And hair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, open. Finger on the trigger, but your trigger fingers, mine, boom. Around. Back and press. Arm, arm. Fingers, press up, switch. Here, back, back, catch. Around. Here, head whip. 1, 2, and down. By the way. Yes, amazing job, you guys. I know you're absolutely killing it. No pun intended. Actually, pun intended. And I want you to just take a second right now and tap into your character. Because all of this is just steps. Unless we really bring into it the character and the emotion. So I really want you to have this like darkness. You know, there's a lot of darkness going on right now in the world. And even though we may not be tapping into that on a regular basis, which I hope we're not, this is your time to just like unleash everything that you've been feeling, everything that 2020 has just been pounding on top of all of us. Just allow that to come through and really create this character who has a lot of pain, a lot of darkness, whatever it is that this routine means to you, okay? Also have fun, but I just wanted to bring that through because I feel like this routine is so much about the emotion and about the character, okay? So let's do it one more time and then we will go on, okay? Start 5, 6, 7, and fingers, 2, 3, 4. Flip the hair. Up, up, right, left, open, open. Finger on the trigger, but your trigger finger's mine. Boom, around, and back, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch, hand, back, back. Take your aim. I don't belong to anyone, but everybody knows my name. Boom, by the way. Amazing job, you guys. Let's go on from there. So we just did here, by the way. From here, you're gonna do a little hop step. And basically, I'm just pulling the leg in. It's like a little excuse me step. Yes. So we just did by the way. Boom. You've been. Okay, so we're gonna turn towards the side a little bit there. So we just did, there's this like background extended beat. So we just did by the way. Boom. As I take my leg out to in, I'm pressing my arms out. Boom. Boom, boom. So I step forward, diagonal. So you can kind of see this extension of my leg, okay? So we just did up, here. So we just did down. 1, 2, 3, boom. Walk side. You've been uninvited. You've been, walk, walk, uninvited. So from here, I'm just taking my arms up, tip, and then I'm pressing down to come back up. Yes. So it looks like this. Let me just do it really quickly for you guys. So we just did by the way, boom. You've been uninvited, press, and up. From here, the beats go toot, 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 toot. The beats go click, 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 click. So we go 1, 2, 3, around, around, okay? So everything is on that back beat right there. So even when we go down to come up, it's this beat in the back of the music that's just really extended and long. And so we just want to make sure that we're hitting those musical cues, which like I said, you can watch my video and see exactly when I hit them right after this video, okay? So we just did here. 1, by the way, press. You've been uninvited, boom. And up, 2, 2, 2. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll, roll. And we're gonna make it to the ground in this position. Yes, so all that is we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And up from here, we go in, out, roll, roll. And that's just a body roll. Here, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll, roll. From here, I'm just taking that back knee down to here. Okay? So from here, we go roll, roll, 1, 2. So it's kind of 1, 2, it's a little bit bouncy. We're gonna go 3, 4. Yes, and your hair's gonna get crazy in this video, so, so go ahead and just like be prepared for that. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and it's very quick. So it goes knee, knee, head look. Knee, knee, head look. Yes. And then from there, it just goes into the copycat part of the song, okay? So let's do all of that again from our plie, and then we will continue on. So we just did plie, 1, 2, 3, and press. You've been uninvited, boom. And up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll, roll, knee, knee, look, look. Yes, super fierce there, okay? From here, we just went knee, knee, look, look. I'm gonna lift up off the back of my feet, and I'm gonna lick the back of my hand. You don't actually have to lick your hand, but you want it to look like you're licking the back of your hand like a cat, because she's saying copycat, okay? So we go lick, lick. We're gonna bring our legs together. 1, 2, So hand, roll slow. And this is just a cat-like body roll. Yes, okay? So from here, we just did copycat. That's when she says copycat. Huh. 1, 2, roll. Yes. And then she says, watch your back, but you can't watch mine or something like that. So we're gonna go 1, 2. And what I'm doing, I hope you have on knee pads, because I'm sliding my knees apart. And as I'm sliding them apart, boom, boom, I've got a little pelvic thrust in there. So we go slide thrust. Yes. And all I'm doing is I'm just going hand. I'm moving back and back. Okay? That's all. It's kind of hard to get into your body, but once you do it, it'll be great. I know you got it. So we just did here. We lift the hand. We go 1, 2, roll. 1 and 2. Yes. Very nice. So let's do all of that from the top, just until that part, and then we will finish it, okay? So from the very top, we start on the ground. Please excuse the leaf blower outside my apartment. 'Tis the season. Okay, so starting from the top, we start 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. Flip the hair. Up, arm, open, slow. You got your finger on the trigger, but your trigger finger's mine. Boom, around, and back, press up. 1, 2, slow, switch. Hands, back, catch, around. Everybody knows my name, and boom. By the way, and press. You've been uninvited. Boom. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll. Same things I did. Boom, boom. Copycat. 1, 2, roll. Back. Yes, amazing job. So good, you guys. Let's go ahead and just finish it because we are almost at the end, okay? Seriously? We just did 1, 2. From here, we're gonna go 1, 2. So we just were at the side, okay? We're gonna go 1, 2, up, and around. Yeah, this is my favorite part of the routine because it's so creepy and spooky. So we just go around, boom, boom. That's quick. Take the leg up, and take it behind your body. As you take it behind your body, your head is to the front, so it's kind of bent. And I'm like slicing across my throat, okay? Like I said, this is the hardest part of the routine, and honestly, I would just watch that full run through because you'll see exactly how I do it and the timing that goes with it to the speed that it needs to be with the music, okay? So we just did roll around, back, arm up, and back. From here, you're going onto your back, and we're gonna bridge up, and I'm just taking my hands and fist. So I'm like hitting, but not really hitting my hips. 1, 2. From here, I'm gonna take my leg up and over. So 1 and 2, and then I'm gonna press up. My leg is crossed. From here, I'm gonna head whip, open my legs just like we did at the beginning, head whip, close my legs, press back, and that is on the final beat. Well, it sounds like it's very final. It's not the end of the song, but it's on this really large beat of music, and I'm just pressing up into that bridge like we did at the beginning, and my legs are together, and it just looks really cool from the front, okay? So we did head roll, open, head roll, together. So we go together, open, together with the legs. We're gonna press up here. From here, it's like we're like dying. So we're gonna go to that hip, you just kind of drop down. You're gonna take the arm down. Yes, and that is how, this is where we end. And then there are those beats in the music. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. We reach, 1, 2, 3, 4, down. And that is the end of your choreo. You guys, I love this choreo so much. I hope you do as well. Like I said, it's a lot, but the more that you go through it, the more it's going to feel so good in your body. And especially for this ending, it is so musical. I cannot say it enough to please go watch that video, because all these little things that we do with our hands are to the music. So at the end, when we press up, and then we fall down, and then we go dum dum, dum dum, we reach 1, 2, 3, 4, down. And so our hands are literally ticking with the music, and those details make it so good, okay? So I just want you to remember that, because it's such a huge part of this routine in particular, okay? Let's do that new part one more time. We'll go from when we get to the ground, and then we will we'll do that 2 times, and then we'll run the full thing together, okay? So we just did 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll, roll, down, down, look, and lift, 1, 2, roll, and back, arms, leg up, and back. We go down, press, and press, up, cross. Bring it up, we whip, together, up, drop, here, 1, 2, and 3, 4. We reach, 1, 2, 3, 4, down. That's actually a little bit prolonged. We go reach, 1, 2, 3, 4, then down. Yes, yes, maybe a little bit more. Let's do that same thing one more time, and then we will run the full thing before I let you guys go to the next video and do it with music. So we just came up. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, roll, roll, knee, look, and lift, 1, 2, roll, back, arm, leg up, slice, take it down, press, and press, 1, 2, up, slow, head whip, press, down, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and reach, 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Yes, you guys. Oh my gosh, I am so excited that you guys decided to do this with me today, because this is so fun. I absolutely love Billie Eilish's music and just getting into a new character, because that's the fun thing about dance, is that we can really play anyone that we want to be, and it just kind of creates this escape that sometimes we need. Yeah, so anyway, I love doing this with you guys, and I hope you do as well. Let's do all of that from the top, and then if you need to go back, or if you need to do it slowly with me before you go on to the next video, then you can just rewind it and do it as many times as you need to, okay? So let's start from the top on the ground. Start 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and look. Knee, boom, boom, open. Finger on the trigger, but your trigger fingers, mine, boom, around. Golden flame, pop. Dirty water, poison rain, boom. Perfect murder, take your aim. I don't belong to anyone, because everybody knows my name. And down, by the way, and press. You've been uninvited, boom. And up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll, down, look, lick, hand, and roll. 1, 2, arm, take it back, slide the neck, and press. 1, 2, up, and roll, head whip, together press, down, here, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and up, 1, 2, 3, 4, down. And that is the end of your choreo. Oh my gosh, you guys are so amazing, so proud of you. I just know that you killed it, and I know that you looked like a bunch of spooky queens. Thank you, babes, so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. Make sure to click the next video after this one. It will be the full run-through of music, and that way you can really start getting into your spooky character and getting more into the vibe of the dance. If you haven't already, make sure that you follow Studio Solar Luna on Instagram and myself at Ashlyn Tori. That way you stay up to date on everything that's going on with our new virtual studio. And I love you, babes, to the moon and back. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.